Hey guys, what's up? It's Weston. It's kind of been a while since I've done an update. I suck. But anyway, I've been on testosterone for a year. It's actually been a year and a month. And post-op, man, I'm coming up on 7 months. Probably, yeah, just a few more days and I'll be 7 months post-op, so things are going great. I really can't complain about how things are progressing. I think the majority of the changes that have been ongoing really have been like progression of body hair and more facial hair, and I'm gradually like filling out still. I think I had mentioned in another update that kind of a while back, but that when I was putting on jackets again for the winter, that they're tighter than they used to be. My shoes are, most of my shoes now are just like crunching my feet. I'm probably gonna have to get new shoes just because the ones I have are so uncomfortable now. And I don't know how much more my feet are gonna grow. I mean, I know they're not really growing per se, but I don't think they're like lengthening, but they're thickening up and getting wider, so it's making my toes not fit so well in my shoes anymore. But it's still awesome. I mean, I'm still excited to see it all happening. Guess I'll show you guys my chest. I've been very happy with my chest also. It's been, like I said, almost 7 months since I had surgery. If I can get out of my shirt here. Alright, so here's my chest. This is my left side. This side, this nipple, it doesn't seem like it's healing up quite as well. It hasn't flattened out as much as my right side has. But the scars are super flat. This one's really flat. This one, it's bumping up a little bit, like in this area here, but it's really minimal. I think if I probably get on it with some scar guard and stuff, I can probably help that, but everywhere else, like, it's super flat. They're widening kind of on the outer sides, the outer edges, on both sides, but I mean, overall, like I said, I'm thrilled with it. I really couldn't be happier with the results and everything. There is some asymmetry. Partly there seems to be like a little bit more, put this back down, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's like more, I guess, like tissue or fat or whatever, kind of up in this area on this side. It's on this side too, but there's just more over here, like there's just kind of excess that seems to kind of go under my arm a little bit. And actually, my nipples aren't placed symmetrically. It's something I noticed like the day after I got home or something, but it really doesn't bother me that much. I was kind of upset about it at first, but I mean, given the chest that I had before and this chest now, it's like it's trivial, really. So yeah, there's still some psychological changes that seem to be happening. It's pretty gradual though, so it's kind of hard to really pin it down, but I can just tell that I'm changing and that my emotions are shifting and things like that. With facial hair, oh, another thing, my acne, it was getting pretty bad there while my dose was higher, but I've since been back to the doctor and got my levels checked right around when I was a year, so I guess about a month ago, a little over a month ago. And my levels were way too high. So I've dropped back to 0.5 milliliters a week of the 200 milligrams per milliliter solution. So I guess that's helped a lot. I was doing 0.7, now I'm down to 0.5, so I guess it was 140 milligrams, and now I'm doing 100 milligrams a week. And that seems to be helping my skin a lot. I'm still having to stay like way on top of it 2 times a day, like religiously washing it and everything, my face and my back. Otherwise I just get gnarly breakouts. So it's definitely helping a lot to have a lower dose. I kind of want to go get checked again in the next month or 2 just to make sure that this is still within a good range, like a healthy range. So I guess we'll see about that. Some kind of funny things, like I've noticed, like with my facial hair growing in more, like you can probably see, like I've got sort of a chin strap thing going. I'm starting to get more and more stuff coming in on my cheeks, but it's still kind of patchy. You really can't see it right now because I shaved too recently, but there's still like nothing. I mean, it's still very much just fuzz on my upper lip, and it's still pretty blonde like on my chin. But anyway, as new hairs are growing in and stuff, I'm getting like ingrown hairs occasionally, and every now and then, like I'll either kind of pick at one, or I'll just notice like a super long, I guess whisker you would call it, but like at the end it's like super fine, and then as it gets closer and closer to my skin, you know, it gets thicker and thicker. Obviously, like the hairs are growing in thicker and thicker, so it's funny to see one that has been trapped under my skin for so long, and then when it finally comes out, it's like this crazy long scraggly hair. So that's always amusing when that happens. It'll probably keep happening as more and more facial hair keeps coming in. I'm starting to get some random, like really long, like chest hairs, but like closer to my shoulders, and some of the, like, I used to have like super fine hair on my shoulders and my back, and like I'm starting to get longer hairs there, so I think it's only a matter of time before I'm pretty well blanketed in body hair, but what can you do? My hairline's coming, definitely coming up more on this side, on my right side, but not as much on the left side. Like, it's not symmetrical. So I think I might be starting to thin out on top too. It's hard to tell, like I don't know if I'm just paying attention to it more, or if there really is some thinning going on there, but I'm trying to pay closer attention. If I start thinning out, I don't know, I guess I'll start doing Rogaine or something, because I'd rather not lose my hair. But again, with considering the alternative, I would opt for this any day. So I haven't really been working out. I kind of, after surgery, really. I mean, I was pretty good about it before surgery, but afterwards, I've never really gotten back into it consistently afterwards. I'll do it off and on, but nothing consistent. What else? It's really all I can think of right now. Like I said, I'm really happy with everything. I've just, I don't know, it's just amazing to think back, and even just looking at where I was a year ago, you know, just starting tea and just getting into all this stuff. It's been a crazy year, but I I wouldn't take back a single thing. I don't regret any of it. If I had it to do over again, I absolutely would. Yeah, I haven't regretted this decision once. I guess the only thing is kind of like, man, I wish I'd done this sooner, but at least I'm doing it now, so that's a good thing. Well, I guess that's really it. I can't think of anything else to fill you guys in on for 1 year. Oh, I guess sex drive is another thing that I noticed with my change of dosing. It was pretty ridiculous. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous anyway, but it was pretty bad when I was on that higher dose, which I was on that higher dose for the majority of a year, but I did notice a decrease in my sex drive when my dosing was decreased. So it's at a much more manageable level now, which is nice. And what else? Downstairs growth is still continuing. It's still going well. I mean, I'm not hopeful for for anything crazy, but I don't know. I've heard some other guys talk about pumping to help increase their size while they're growing, and I'd be curious to hear from any other guys that have done that, if they've found that to be helpful at all, like if it really is helping. It's probably hard to tell whether it's just natural growth or whether it's the actual pumping that's doing it, but I would be curious to hear from anybody who's had experience with it, what their thoughts are on that. That's really it. If I think of something else, I guess I'll do another update, but for now, 1 year, 1 month on T, almost 7 months post-op, and things are still going great. Peace out. See you guys later.